That's your traffic for the Voice Radio Network.
All right, 8:24. It is the Bill and Jessica show. We want to welcome live in studio Jermichael King Langston Mitchell. Good morning.
Welcome back.
What's up? How you guys doing?
Good, man. How you been?
I'm all right, man. I can't complain,
Good.
man.
Here, make sure you talk right up on the mic
Oh,
there.
yeah, most definitely. I'm good. Sorry
Come on, you're a
about
pro, man. You're a pro.
Come on closer. Come over here, baby.
Ain't nothing changed.
that.
Ain't nothing changing around here.
Oh, that's what's up.
So how you been, man? Everything good?
Yeah, everything good, man. Basketball season's over. So,
Yes.
it's a wonderful thing.
Well, we connected, the other day and wanted to bring you in to talk about Coach of the Year.
Yeah,
Yes.
First
most
off, congratulations.
Thank you
Look,
so much.
we could have called that.
Coach of the year.
definitely. Yeah, most definitely.
Looking sharp, too.
Yes. You're head coach of the Salisbury School basketball team.
Right.
Tell us about it, man.
Yeah, so we were in the Easy Act Conference. I'm head coach of the Salisbury School. I'll say we had a good season, man. I started a new job, so I wasn't there as much as I would have liked.
Right.
As far as a couple of the games, but Coach Sheree held me down.
Okay.
And she did a good job. Our boys were prepared, so I was there for a lot of the practices. It was just a few games that I missed because of traveling and things of that nature with my new job. But we did a good job. We ended up beating Delmarva Christian.
Yeah.
In the championship, which they have a wonderful program. They beat us once. We beat them once during the regular season. But we got a player of the year, which was Tyler Ball.
Nice. Very good.
Good.
Definitely a great young man, man. He
Nice.
look out for him in the newspaper and on the different networks that we have now locally when
Yeah.
it comes to sports. So he's a great athlete. We have Pierce Vasquez. We had we had 3 players make first team who did a good job this year. And it was just good to hear yesterday. That we won Coach of the Year. Man.
Yeah, very good,
Good.
man. Yeah, congratulations.
thank
So,
you so
obviously, you're going to be there probably a while. So,
yeah, I'm not going nowhere. Man. A lot of people say maybe some jobs come available, and I've been asked to put my name in different places. But,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick it out, man.
All right, very
Good.
good.
Look forward to being
Good.
at the Salisbury School.
What? So basketball season's over now.
Yeah.
So when does everything kick back off again?
Everything kicks back off for us, man. We don't really stop, if that makes sense.
No, that
we can
does.
still
I already
train,
know.
We can still do some things of that nature. But that's one of the key things that I like. We encourage our kids to get involved in travel ball.
Yeah.
There's tons of travel ball around the Eastern Shore.
I know all about
yeah,
that.
most definitely. So we encourage kids to get involved in that.
Stay active.
Yeah, because if you watch basketball on the shore this year was amazing.
Yes.
A lot of teams did very well at the state level. You just had Seafer who did well.
Yes.
Took
They
their
did
team
really
very well.
well.
Yeah, most definitely. You had Wacomico High School, of course, that did very well.
Yes.
You had Bennett, a friend of mine, Coach Bubby Brown, got Coach of the
I was
Year.
getting ready to say,
Yeah,
Coach
most
Bubby
definitely.
Brown.
Bubby
Yeah,
Brown.
Most
yeah,
definitely. He got Coach of the
absolutely.
Year this year as well at Bennett. So all of these teams, Decatur girls.
Yeah, I did see
Parkside
that.
Girls,
Yes.
the young lady from Parkside, she's actually one of the top scorers in the nation.
Wow.
So Eastern Shore basketball is back
Look.
on the
That's
map.
great.
Man. So yeah,
I've been saying it and you guys know for how long. I mean, Eastern Shore sports is I mean, and I don't care what anybody says. The Eastern Shore is like the mecca of like youth and
definitely.
high school
Amazing
and youth
athletes.
and middle school sports. I'm just saying.
we get slept on a lot, man. We don't have a pipeline like other areas. You get what I'm saying? The metro areas across the bridge, they have a pipeline.
Well, let me tell you something. They're all watching.
Well, most definitely.
I can tell you that.
Most
They are all
Yep.
watching
Most
because the Eastern Shore sports is off the hook.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I mean, it's been so great. And there's so many athletes that come out of the Eastern Shore. I mean, it's incredible.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
It's incredible.
College basketball right now, March Madness. Like I said, you got the Virginia Tech team with a
Yeah.
local player who is doing very well for that team, man. So you just got basketball is great. We've had tons of talent for years, as you just stated, man, and it's just good to be a part of the history. Good to be a part of what's going on. Coach Waller set a
Absolutely.
record. I think it's like their 20-something time going to the semifinals.
Oh,
In
Wow.
the state of Maryland. So that was a record high set this year.
And oh yeah, absolutely, man. That's just great. Again, like I said, the mecca of sports, man.
most definitely.
And Jess, you were saying that U of D is also going to be,
Yes.
in the. Are they going
Yeah, I
in the
heard
64 teams in the NCAA?
I believe they are.
Are they going into March Madness or just like I know the Big Ten is going on right now as well? So a lot of Maryland fans out there, but of course they never.
UD, yeah.
Okay.
They made it.
Even though I go with my heart when we pick the 64 teams, there's sometimes where I pick Maryland to go a little bit further than they do, but Maryland, Syracuse.
You got to rep. You got to rep for your team.
Yeah.
You got to go hard for them.
No, absolutely. Well, congratulations, man, on all your
thank you.
success. I saw you up there cutting off the.
Yeah, that was definitely a
Cutting
dope
the net.
experience. 2 years ago we played Delmarva Christian in the championship and they beat us. Like we didn't have enough firepower to match up with what they had. This year they had some great players, man. A lot of talent on that team.
Nice.
And we were able to, pull one out. We only won by 2 in overtime. But it was
Oh,
a
gosh.
overtime.
In
Great
overtime.
Yeah, great game though. Great game.
Very good.
Well coached on both sides.
Did you cry?
I did.
I
Nice.
bet. I
Not
bet.
not there in front of all those people.
Yeah,
though,
but
I took a
that's like
moment for myself
emotional.
because-
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was a good feeling, especially after you lost to that same exact team 2 years before.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That
And
was
then
definitely
in
a great
overtime,
feeling.
win by 2.
Yeah,
like,
it was a great-
oh gosh, that's the best though.
It
that
is.
feeling,
Most
that
definitely.
feeling.
Yeah, the adrenaline from that was amazing.
Man, that's awesome. Well, again, congratulations.
Yeah,
A lot of good things happening with basketball here on the shore, and in Salisbury and all over.
Oh yeah, most
And definitely all over. I know you also are involved with Extraordinary League of Gentlemen.
Yeah, so yeah, we've refreshed, man. Things are starting to slowly but surely calm
Come
down
back.
some, and
Yeah.
come back around.
Yeah.
So we have some things that we're working on, man. I have a community of men brunch that we're going to be working on. We're going to get our daddy-daughter dance again. We're going to do our
Love it.
son dance. A few other things. We're going to do our mother-daughter tea picnic.
Okay.
And we're going to also do our daddy-son barbecue. So those are some events that we're working on, talking to Chucky, trying to make some things happen.
Yeah, shout out to Chucky Smiley.
Yeah,
Isn't
Chucky
this like so
Smiley, most
great that
definitely.
we're talking
Yeah.
about like all these events coming
Events.
back?
Yeah,
You know what
most
I mean? Isn't
definitely.
this like
Most
so
I
great?
know.
Yeah, so Chucky also has put in. We got a grant. We're gonna be taking the kids to a museum.
Okay.
I want to say it's in April. Taking a couple kids from the shore who are interested in aeronautics.
Nice.
Up to the way, and they're gonna stay overnight. We're gonna visit the museum. We're gonna go out to eat. We're gonna talk about something different, man, other than
Wow.
sports. So
Yeah.
that's what we really try to do with the Extraordinary League of Gentlemen, is bring activities that are not sports oriented,
Right.
and bring some culture to the Eastern Shore.
No, absolutely. How do you get kids like involved in being able to go with you guys and visit different schools and colleges and stuff like that?
So we usually put it out on social media. that
Okay.
we're looking for kids, and we get parents to write why they feel their child should go.
Okay.
If that makes sense, because again, we maybe a small cost, if any cost, but we don't want parents to feel like it's a burden. So sometimes we make that investment. We find sponsors and they pay for a kid. So we get parents to really truly write a letter saying, this is what my child does. This is what my child is a part of. This is my child's grade point average and things of that nature.
Right.
Because we want to make sure that we're taking kids who've truly never been off the Eastern Shore, who need that experience.
Yeah.
And we can say from our trips that we've had, there's been several kids go to college.
Okay.
especially with our
Yeah,
partnerships
that's
across
great.
the Eastern Shore with those
Man.
other
That's
organizations.
wonderful.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I always remember following you guys when when you and Chucky and you guys would go and visit different schools. You guys have been to many schools, like
Yeah, we've been to many schools, man. We partnered, like I said, at the time with the Denton Fireflies, was an organization. The Bayside Hoyas was an organization.
Yeah.
And we were taking kids from the whole Eastern Shore.
Wow.
And then we also did those boys conferences. So we did boys conferences at UMES, Washington College. Man, it was just an amazing opportunity to do these conferences. Salisbury University allowed us to do one there as well. Boys got a chance to stay on campus. We got a large number of kids from the Eastern Shore, from the North Shore and South Shore, staying on these different college campuses right on the Eastern Shore. So that was a good experience as well, man, just trying to build a community.
Nice. Very good. We have Jermichael King Langston Mitchell live in studio, and we got more with him on the way. Keep it locked. It's a Bill and Jessica show, 8:31.
Every Sunday morning,